Hello, fellow classmates. My name is Joshua Paulo. I'm a part of Group 2, and in today's video, we are going to be presenting to you the clothing brand Patagonia. If you're unfamiliar with the brand, don't worry. Today's going to be your lucky day. Before we go any further, I will be discussing the history of Patagonia and how it all got started. Patagonia is a sustainable outdoor clothing brand that's based out of Ventura, California. It was founded by a guy named Yvon Chouinard in 1973. However, the upbringing of the company all started in 1957. Before I go any further about the upbringing of Patagonia, I want to inform you about this Yvon Chouinard. Yvon Chouinard is an American businessman and rock climber, and he was born in Lewiston, Maine in 1938. Throughout his whole life, he's been interested in the outdoor lifestyle, and something particular that he really liked to do was find falcon eggs or falcon nest. This hobby of his ultimately birthed his love and passion for rock climbing. In the summer of 1957, Yvon began making his own climbing tools out of his parents' backyard. He did this as a way to save money and to make adaptations to the way he was climbing. He also sold these tools as a way to support himself and his outdoor adventures. In 1965, Chouinard partnered up with a guy named Tom Frost to create the Chouinard Company. Partnering with Mr. Frost allowed Chouinard to combat the supply and demand issue he faced since he was still hand making all his tools. The partnering also gave him the chance to re-innovate the tool in a way that was stronger, lighter, and more durable. But the products that they were making weren't really environmental friendly. They're actually destroying the environment, so they had to come up with an alternative. And the alternative that they made was very popular, and it sold out faster than it could be made. This alternative didn't really make a lot of profit, but the popularity of it kept the company rolling. At this point, Yvon Chouinard is a smart and successful businessman and is still living his outdoor lifestyle. In 1970, Yvon and a few of his friends went on a rock climbing trip to Scotland, and with him he brought rugby shirts. Okay, these rugby shirts don't seem so special, but they were actually secret gems because they reduced neck irritation, which was a frequent problem in the sport of rock climbing. His friends were instantly interested, and they actually purchased a few off of him. And after that, Yvon saw that making and selling clothes could be an opportunity to support his marginally profitable rock climbing gear, and that was ultimately the birth of Patagonia. Since then, Patagonia has been making clothes that are sustainable and durable for the outdoor lifestyle. They have become one of the world's most recognizable clothing brands, and not gonna lie, they're pretty comfy.
Hi, my name is Emily Soria, and I will be talking to you about the benefits and drawbacks Patagonia has faced when it comes to sustainability. Now, Patagonia is in the business to save our planet, and they're doing so in a very positive way. I would like to start off by talking about their recycled fabrics. When making their products, they use recycled wool, recycled polyester, and recycled nylon as well. And when it comes down to their cotton, they make sure that cotton is certified organic by the Global Organic Textile Standard. Because Patagonia has a repair and reuse program that comes along with whatever product that you decide to buy from them, you never have to worry about whether you're getting high quality products or if it's even long lasting. Another big way they're contributing to sustainability is they are part of a sustainable apparel coalition and a 1% for that planet. Now, that 1% that they're involved with has given over $100 million to to help train young activists and people in grassroots organizations for over 35 years. One thing I can say about Patagonia is that when they were first starting out and what got them really big is that they were making really high quality pittons, which are like pegs or spikes that you nail into some rock, and climbers used when they're going rock climbing. They tie the rope around it, all of that, and this has actually contributed to some mountain degradation. Um, so the the business had to decide on whether they were going to keep the pittance or not. And if you go look on their website right now, their motto is build the best product, cause no unnecessary harm, and use a business to inspire and implement solutions to the environmental crisis. So obviously they had to let the pittance go. Something I found very interesting is that they actually are involved with animal welfare. So they do not use any leather, they don't use any fur for their products, none of that. And they actually publicly advocate for these animals. So Patagonia isn't just for the environment, they are for the animals as well.
Hi everyone, my name is Irma and we are group number 2 and we are here to talk to you guys about Patagonia. So why is it so important that the fact that Patagonia is sustainable? Well, that's because if you guys did not know, fast fashion contributes a lot to the damage of this earth. So for those who don't know, fast fashion is one of the biggest factors of contamination to this earth. So a lot of the fabrics and toxic dyes and other landfill chemicals that are used when producing fast fashion clothing are usually never recycled. Everything's done really badly, and all of those things end up in the earth or in the ground, which is what affects why it affects our planet Earth so much. Not only does it affect our planet Earth so much, but it also has really bad work pay. Like the people that work in fast fashion industries are probably people that are being paid probably $1 a day or less, and they live in poverty as well. And this is why Patagonia is such a really good brand, because they're the completely opposite of what I just said, and they really do focus on creating a better place for the earth and creating a better environment for their workers. So a little bit about sustainability and Patagonia. So first of all, a lot of the fast fashion industry or whatever comes in online retail shops, and they also come from the mall shops such as Q Love and Love Culture. So they reject completely anything that has to do with fast fashion or anything that comes in retail for fast fashion, like production from cheap clothing and anything that affects the planet and go against their policy of having a good work pay and everything good for their workers. So if you guys did not know, there's a lot of online retail shopping that a lot of us probably use, me including at some point, and other shops at the mall, because they are cheaper. But if they are cheaper, their quality is cheaper, and because they are cheaper, they are giving less pay to the people that make the clothes. And if you guys notice, by the time you use the clothes probably once or twice, so it washes, then it gets completely ruined. You can pay $14. You're paying $14 for something that's probably only gonna last max 3 times. In case, even though Patagonia prices are a little bit more high than that, you are paying for something that is gonna last probably years to come. So what else do they do? So first of all, their clothes are made from recycled fabrics. They're cotton certified organics, and their logo of good work pay. So from their website, and I quote, they said, Patagonia is leading the way when it comes to labor policies. It receives the second highest rating in 2019 Ethical Fashion Report, which looks at the payment of living wage transparency and workers empowerment. So you can see that they really do focus on the workers, and they want the best for the workers. And another thing that they do that is really important, I find it really cool, is that, okay, first of all, they are animal cruelty free. So they don't do anything that use like real animals or kill or skin or anything. They don't use fur, they don't use leather, and they do recycle wood. In fact, if any of their fabrics are made from animals, it's probably gonna be recycled. And if you guys did not know, wool comes from the little sheeps, whatever, when they take their little fur away. But just so you guys know, that really isn't harming the animal, because they need that. They need to take that little fluff away. So whatever is thrown away from that, or whatever is left up of that, they will use it and recycle it. So they don't even touch the animals either. So with that said, I can show you guys that Patagonia really is a good sustainable clothing brand that I encourage all of you to try and visit their website at least once. You can find something for everyone. They're very you could really tell that you don't like, it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, you probably find something there if you like something from the boy section or if you like something for the girl section. And with that, I encourage you to perhaps look more into sustainability. Don't focus much on fast fashion. Try to stay away from that. I know that it could be a bit pricey, but you are paying for the workers and you are paying for the environment, and whatever you're gonna buy from there, you're probably gonna get a really good use of it and probably pass it down to someone else eventually. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you understand a little bit of Patagonia and a little bit more about fast fashion. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening, and stay home and stay.
Hi everyone, my name is Chan and I'm going to talk about the future plan and goals of Patagonia, about this company. As a clothing company, Patagonia has done so many things that are helping the environment, but they never satisfy of what they did. In the future, Patagonia will keep working on to protect our planet Earth by doing a couple of things. So the first goal and plan that Patagonia is going to do is they are planning to be carbon neutral by 2025. Carbon neutral is a term used to describe the action of organization, business, and individuals that who are taking action to remove as much carbon dioxide from the atmosphere as each put on it. The overall goal of carbon neutrality is to achieve a zero carbon footprint. The second thing that Patagonia is planning to do is to be they want to fulfill 72% of lines uses recycled materials. It is kind of hard for a clothing company to use that much, like 72% of recycled materials, but that's what they are planning to do. What they are planning to do is to extract and process virgin materials take a toll on land, water, and air. To do that part, Patagonia is moving toward 100% renewable and recycled raw materials. By using both synthetic and natural fibers made from pre-consumer and post-consumer waste, they are limiting the dependence of raw materials and reducing carbon emissions. The third thing that Patagonia is planning to do is to be 100% electricity needs in the US with recycled electricity. What they mean is to be all the manufacturing lines in the US and the retailing line in the US will use renewable electricity. It is not an easy job to be done, and what they are planning to do is to build more solar panel even in beside the factory and everywhere they can. The fourth thing that Patagonia is planning to do is to be 76% of line is to be fair trade certified. Fair trade certified can provide workers with tangible benefits that improve their lives, especially the workers in the third world countries or other countries that with a very low minimum pay. They pay a premium for every Patagonia item that carries the fair trade certified zone label. That extra money goes directly to the workers at the factory, so the factory workers can decide how they use the money. Now so what they have now are there are over like 66,000 workers are supported by the fair trade program, In the future, Patagonia are planning to have more. Lastly, cotton is the most important raw material of a clothing company. Patagonia is trying to make 100% of the cotton that they used in the company to be grown by themselves. That's how they can control the manufacturing process and make sure that everything is environmental friendly. Thank you.